Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ. In this video, I will bring to you the best multiple choice questions from the January 3rd week in English language for all the people from South India and Northeast India. So there we go, from 15 Jan to 21st of Jan is what I have covered in this video. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, that's the link www.facebook.com/GauravGarg-education. Of course, this link is also given in the description below and as the pinned first comment. And our pen drive courses, well, the best selling course right now is for CLAT and for SSC CGL 2017. For railways also we have a course. We also have a course for IBPS PO Clerk 2017 and for SBI PO Clerk 2017. Besides, we provide 2 videos every week if you avail our pen drive. So that's the number that you have to call. Another big announcement. We are launching a course for RBI Grade B, and this is the only course in India. The economy part, the special economic issues will be covered by Mr. Ayush Sanghi, who is a very well-known economic expert in New Delhi. And he will cover all the details, like budget is coming tomorrow. So budget, economic survey, everything will be covered in detail, in depth. So that's our Grade B course. Please note that if you already have a pen drive, you can upgrade. You don't need to buy a separate pen drive for RBI Grade B. You can do a top-up for a very small amount and we'll give you all the videos of RBI Grade B. So without further delay, let me start. As per the income tax department, IT department, banks have to report any deposits after demonetization. So please note that demonetization happened on 8th of November, and after the demonetization announcement, if any bank is found to have more than 10 lakh rupees till 30th of December, then banks are liable to inform to the income tax department, because very easily it could be a foul play by anyone. So the answer is 10 lakh rupees. That is the limit which IT department has told the banks. Another thing very important, they have said, after demonetization, if in one single transaction it is above 2.5 lakh rupees, then also the banks have to inform. And our IT department, now there is another IT department called Information Technology, okay, IT. So for that, our Union Minister is Ravi Shankar Prasad. He is the Minister for Information Technology. And one or two things which they can ask is that Ravi Shankar Prasad recently said that India is targeting net zero imports by 2020. So that is what he announced, that in electronic manufacturing especially, we will have net zero imports by 2020. And also, Cabinet has approved 10,000 crore rupees incentive for manufacturing electronics in India. So these are the 4 or 5 questions that may be put up with respect to IT. Now IT stands for income tax, but I'm saying another, that is IT, that is information technology. Now which state assembly, that is the legislative assembly I'm talking about, the Vidhan Sabha, which state assembly passed a resolution for creating a conducive atmosphere for the return of Kashmiri Pandits and other minorities. And this is very easy. See, Kashmiri Pandits, they were in minority in this state, and it is Jammu and Kashmir. Article 370 gives Jammu and Kashmir status of different state. So Jammu and Kashmir has twin nationality, twin citizenship, that is you are a citizen of India also and citizen of Jammu and Kashmir also. Article 370. And Kashmiri Pandits, they were banished from the society, and a lot of atrocities were committed on the Kashmiri Pandits. And now the state is trying to bring them back. So what happened 27 years ago, they are trying to mitigate that. So answer is Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir has a PDP government, and the chief minister is Mehbooba Mufti. To which country has China handed over 2 ships? So China is giving 2 naval ships for protecting their Gwadar port. And you know that Gwadar port is very important because it is the part of China-Pakistan economic corridor. In fact, China-Pakistan economic corridor starts from Gwadar port, which is in Pakistan. So to protect the strategic Gwadar port, China is giving 2 ships to Pakistan. Which state government has launched a scheme which is called Digital Dakia? Dakia means you are, postman. So Digital Dakia, that is electronic Dakia scheme. And it is the first scheme of its kind in India. And it was launched by the finance minister of this state, Mr. Jayant Mallya. So the answer is Madhya Pradesh. And another question from Madhya Pradesh, they will ask 100%, is that which state has launched a Department of Happiness, Ministry of Happiness? So Madhya Pradesh is the first state in India to launch Ministry of Happiness. Madhya Pradesh has a BJP government. Chief Minister is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Which city in Madhya Pradesh digital Dakia scheme was launched? Follow-up question to that, the answer is Indore. In Indore, it is launched as a pilot project. Which cricket team won the Ranji Trophy tournament? This is very important and a lot of questions can be put up from this. So the team which has won the Ranji Trophy tournament maximum number of times is Mumbai. Okay. Now Ranji Trophy tournament has been conducted so far 83 times. This was the 83rd season of the Ranji Trophy and it was won by Gujarat for the first time. In the final, Gujarat beat, of course, Mumbai, and Gujarat, a beautiful innings was played by wicketkeeper batsman Parthiv Patel. So all these things you have to remember. And the final was played in Indore in a very important stadium, cricket stadium in Indore called Holkar Stadium. So they might as well ask you in which city you have Holkar Stadium, because it was in news recently because the Ranji Trophy final was played here. Now, in which city there was recently an international conference for the peace talks between Israel and Palestinian held? And again, an important question. Israel, the capital is Jerusalem, and between Israel and Palestine, they have a long history of conflict. In fact, Dr. Mahipal Singh Rathore has made a beautiful video explaining the origin of the conflict between Israel and Palestine. And there was an international conference in which more than 70 countries participated. It was held recently in the capital of France, that is Paris. Paris also has the headquarters of UNESCO, that is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. In which of the following cities was the Khelo India national level competition inaugurated? So this is a straightforward question. Khelo India, it's a national level competition. It was in the capital, that is New Delhi. Who led the foundation of Khelo India? So it's Khelo India, which means related to sports, and our Minister of Sports, Union Minister of State for Sports with independent charge is Mr. Vijay Goyal. Don't confuse Vijay Goyal with Piyush Goyal. Piyush Goyal is our power minister. Power, coal, and these departments fall under Piyush Goyal, but Vijay Goyal is our sports minister. Which Indian ministry has launched a mobile app called SEZ India? That is, SEZ stands for Special Economic Zone, and this basically will help providing information about the special economic zones to the developers, etc. And this is a part of Digital India, that is Electronic Governance Initiative. So it is the Ministry of Commerce, and it is called MOCI in short. So MOCI is the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, in short, MOCI. What mobile app has been launched by the Tamil Nadu government, which has been in news for all the reasons, lot of reasons. So Tamil Nadu government has launched a mobile app to promote the tourism in the state. So Tamil Nadu has beautiful temples and beautiful beaches. In fact, the longest beach in India, Marina Beach, is in Chennai in Tamil Nadu. So which mobile app they have launched? So this mobile app is called Pinakin. And Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, after the untimely demise of Selvi Jayalalitha, Mr. O. Paneerselvam was made the Chief Minister. So this question they are asking in a lot of exams there, who is the new Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu? The answer is O. Paneerselvam. He is from the party AIADMK, All India Anna Dravid Munnetra Kazhagam. And Tamil Nadu, what else they can ask? They can ask about the Jallikattu sport, which is played by the rural folklore of the Tamil Nadu. Jallikattu. It was banned by the Honorable Supreme Court, but then Tamil Nadu government have used another article. That question I also have put up here. They have passed ordinance to bring it back. So Jallikattu will be played. It is a part of Tamil culture identity, and nothing can happen. So the answer is Pinakin. In which country is Facebook introducing new tools to combat the spread of fabricated news stories? So fake news, it is a big challenge for Facebook and other social media platforms equally, because anything that we share on Facebook or these platforms gets viral. So, and one big challenge is how to control fake news, as was seen recently in the American elections. Also, a lot of fake news was circulated by both the camps. So, Facebook is introducing new tools in Germany. The Chancellor of Germany is Angela Merkel, and the capital is Berlin. With which country has Japan agreed to deepen the defense ties and cooperation on maritime security? So, common threat is China to both the countries, and therefore Japan is increasing the maritime cooperation. Maritime means ocean, naval cooperation, mutual cooperation in navy, in the naval ships, etc. with Indonesia. Capital of Indonesia is Jakarta. Which policy was announced by Donald Trump as non-negotiable? So it is the One China policy. One China policy is that China will, any country that says that Taiwan is not a part of China will not cooperate with that country. So all the countries have to recognize China's sovereignty over Taiwan. So this is China's dominance. It is very aggressive policy, One China policy, and it is of course not it is not going very healthy with Donald Trump, who is a Republican, and his stance is completely anti-China. In fact, Donald Trump's Secretary of State, Mr. Rex Tillerson, has given some strong statement regarding One China policy. BSF, that is the Border Security Force, they launched an operation called Sard Hawa. Hawa means air, Sard means cold, cold air. Operation Cold Air, to check the instances of infiltration by the terrorists due to the dense fog in that area. So basically, we have a border with Pakistan from 4 states, and the largest border with Pakistan in kilometer is Rajasthan border. Now, one problem that goes in Rajasthan is that, like in areas like Jaisalmer, which are very adjacent to Pakistan, there is a infiltration by the terrorists because there is a dense fog, so the visibility is low. That is why Border Security Force have launched the Operation Sard Hawa to tackle that in Rajasthan. The capital of Rajasthan is Jaipur, the pink city, and the Chief Minister is Vasundhara Raje Scindia. Recently, in Rajasthan's capital Jaipur, there was a Jaipur Literature Festival also, which started on the 19th of January. Who became the first Indian commander-in-chief? This I am talking after independence. That is, when we got independence on 15th of August 1947, then who became our commander-in-chief? So it is K.M. Karyappa, that is Konandera Madappa Karyappa, very very important person, and his birthday is on 15th of January. Sorry, not his birthday, his the 69th. We celebrate 69th Army Day on 15 January. Okay, Army Day is celebrated on 15 January, and on this day, Mr. K.M. Karyappa became the Indian Army first chief of independent India. So his birthday does not fall on 15 Jan. Recently, a 70-year-old woman in the United States of America died after being infected by a superbug. See, superbug is a very very dangerous, and it is resistant to a lot of antibiotics. So nothing will actually work, and person will be deceased very soon. There is no treatment for most of the superbugs. So this superbug which infected this woman in the United States of America, which superbug was she infected with? She was infected with the carbapenem resistant Enterobacteriaceae. How many satellites are successfully placed by SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket? So this is important question. Falcon 9 is the name of the rocket which SpaceX company. See, SpaceX is a company founded by Elon Musk, the PayPal guy, Elon Musk. So Elon Musk's SpaceX company is for space tourism. Now you can pay hefty money and you can go to the space, and it is like a tourism. So there are 2 companies which are into this right now, main companies. One is the Virgin Atlantic, and the second is Elon Musk. So these are the 2 companies. And how many satellites are launched by Falcon, this rocket? It is the 10 satellites are launched. Reserve Bank of India, they have a printing press called Mudran printing press. It broke all the records for printing the highest number of currency notes in December 2016, where it is located. So after demonetization, you know that there was a severe shortfall of the notes in India, and therefore a lot of money had to be printed. In fact, they made a record. They printed more than 1 crore notes, that is 10 million notes in one day alone. This is a world record. Previously, the printing press of America had printed around 8 million notes in one day, but Reserve Bank of India surpassed it. They printed 10.9 million, to be precise, almost 11 million notes in just one day. So this was printed by the Mudran printing press, which created the world record, and it is located in Mysuru in Karnataka. Name the government bank, public sector bank, that has signed a pact means agreement, with the State General Reserve Fund of Oman. Oman is a Middle East country. The capital of Oman is Muscat. And this reserve fund, it is a sovereign wealth fund. It's a public sector fund of Oman government. So which bank has done this tie-up? So always remember, whenever these type of tie-ups are conducted, they are always conducted with large banks only. So since it is a reserve fund of Oman, so large banks like State Bank of India, the chairman is Arundhati Bhattacharya. And how much corpus they are targeting by 2017 end? So the corpus is 300 million they are targeting by 2017 end. And please note that SBI will infuse $50 million initially, and SGRF of Oman will infuse $150 million. Total right now is 200 million, but by 2017 end, that is the end of this year, they are targeting 300 million. Now, as per the new rules by the SEBI is the market regulator, it is a watchdog, Securities and Exchange Board of India. So as per the new rules of SEBI, for merger and acquisition, okay, merger and amalgamation. So merger is when the, merger and amalgamation is very, very important. In fact, we made a separate video on merger and amalgamation or acquisition. So merger and amalgamation rules by SEBI, holding of a public sector enterprise after the merger cannot be less than what percent? So if the two companies are merging, after the merger, the public sector enterprise cannot have less than 25% in the company. That is the new rule of the Securities and Exchange Board of India. Of course, I will explain all of these things in much greater detail in my January banking awareness video, which will come tomorrow evening. What is the name of Rishi Kapoor's biography? Actually, it is not biography, it is autobiography. So Rishi Kapoor has finally written his much awaited autobiography, and the name is Khullam Khulla, which means doing something openly. And he has not written it alone. Some person has helped in writing his autobiography, that is Meena Iyer. Meena Iyer. Khullam Khulla. Name the politician and the social activist who was a chairman of the Himachal backward class. He recently passed away. So he had done exceptional work, seminal work in the upliftment of the tribal society in Himachal Pradesh, and he recently passed away. His name is Mangal Singh Negi, or his name was Mangal Singh Negi. Question from Obituary. Name the prize that is won by three people. That is Mr. Fred Ramsdell, Alexander Rudensky, and Shimon Sakaguchi, because they have done exceptional work in regulatory T cell. T cell provide immunity to our body. That is the ability of our body to resist spread of disease. That is called immunity. So T cell provide cell mediated immunity, whereas B cell provide humoral or antibody mediated immunity. And the prize that was won was the Crawford Prize, which is given by the government of Sweden. Okay, remember that. And what is the currency of Sweden? It is krona. See, Sweden is one country, like very few countries are there. Hungary is there, etc. You know, which don't have euro. So you should know all the countries in Europe which don't have a currency euro. Okay. This particular gentleman, he is the former Chief Minister of Punjab. So he was also involved in the Quit India movement. Quit India movement had started in August 1942. That is why it is also called as August Revolution, August Kranti. So which former Chief Minister of Punjab recently passed away. He was a Akali Dal member. He was from Akali Dal party. His name is Surjit Singh Barnala. He recently passed away. He was 91 years old. Which film won the award for the Best Indian Film of the Year 2016 at the Filmfare Award? So Filmfare Award questions will come. Definitely they will come. Two questions will come. Okay, which film was awarded the best film at the Filmfare Award? These were the 62nd Filmfare Award that took place in India. So Filmfare Award, the best film is Dangal. Okay, Dangal. And the best actor is Amir Khan. Now, one more thing I want to tell you here. Okay. Now, there were another very important award that were conducted in Hollywood, which are called the Golden Globe Awards. After Oscar Award, if there are any very important award, these are the Golden Globe Award. And in the Golden Globe Award, there are two movies which are important. One is the La La Land. La La Land was nominated in 7 categories and it won in all the 7 categories. So that's a very, very important achievement. And the best movie award was given to Moonlight. So if they ask you which movie was given the best movie at the Golden Globe, the answer is Moonlight. If they ask you which movie won the 7 awards, that is the La La Land, a Golden Globe Award. Okay, and the Filmfare, Best Film and Best Actor Amir Khan for Dangal. Dangal, Amir Khan played the role of Mahavir Singh Phogat, who is from Haryana, great wrestler from Haryana. And the daughters of Mahavir Phogat are very, very active right now. 4 daughters are very active in the wrestling domain. Which film, along with Neerja? So Neerja film, it was based on the life of Neerja Bhanot, who was an air hostess, and she had, very bravely fought with the terrorists and protected a lot of people who were in the flight. So which film, along with Neerja, got 5 awards at the Filmfare Award? So at the Filmfare Award that were conducted recently, there were 2 movies which were given the maximum number of awards, that is 5 awards. So Neerja won 5 awards. Which other film got 5 awards? So this movie is Kapoor and Sons. Kapoor and Sons, brilliant movie. Who won the 14th Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon in the men's category? Please note that Mumbai Marathon is extremely important, and I really mean it, because this time we invited a person called Kevin Rudisha. And Kevin Rudisha, he is a Kenya athlete who won the 800 meter Olympic gold medalist this time. So he was our brand ambassador for this event, and the men's event was won by a person from Tanzania. Okay, Tanzania is a Central African country. It is a Central African country and very popular for Mount Kilimanjaro. See, Mount Kilimanjaro, it is the highest peak of Africa, entire African continent. It is present in the country, small country called Tanzania. So this particular athlete who won the Mumbai Marathon, he is from Tanzania and his name is Alphonse Simbu. Who won in the female category? The same event, that is the Mumbai Marathon. Female category was won by a person from Kenya. So much to the delight of the brand ambassador of this event. So the answer is Bornes Kitur. born as Ketur, she is born as Ketur. And please note that I have included images also. This time was less because I was on a tour, I was away. But from next time onward, I will put lot of images. It takes a lot of time, but any effort is worth it. Now, recently there was the 2017 India International Garment Fair. Where was it held? India International Garment Fair. Garment, I'm talking about the textile. So, Ministry of Textile, which employs the maximum number of people in India, almost close to 2 crore people are employed in the textile department in India. It was held recently from 18th to 20th of January in New Delhi, that is the capital. The answer to 99% of these questions is New Delhi. Now, freedom fighter Mohan Singh Josan, he recently passed away. He belonged to which state? So he had done exceptional work for in the Quit India movement again, and he passed away. He belonged to Rajasthan. Who will be appointed as the new interim chief executive officer of Prasar Bharati, or he was appointed as the CEO, that is interim CEO. They'll find some other person for permanent post, but for the moment he is appointed as the CEO of Prasar Bharati Doordarshan. So his name is Mr. Rajiv Singh. Rajiv Singh. Geeta Sen, she belonged to which field? She was very, very popular. So she was a very, very popular Bengali actress who has done great work throughout her life. She was 86 years old. So the answer is she belonged to the film fraternity, that is the film and entertainment industry. She was a Bengali actress who had done films like Chorus, Calcutta 71, Kharij, Ek Din Pratidin, and Kandar, and so on. Where was recently the second edition of the Ministry of External Affairs annual Rayasina Dialogue held? See, Rayasina Dialogue, let me tell you, it is very, very important for exam, especially if you are preparing for UPSC and higher exam. Rayasina Dialogue, there is a separate video made by Prashant Dhawan. He has explained Rayasina Dialogue in detail, in depth, because it is the flagship event of the Ministry of External Affairs. And which is the other organization that participate? It is the think tank called ORF, Observer Research Foundation. Observer Research Foundation participates along with Ministry of External Affairs, and again this was conducted in New Delhi. Name the foreign minister, very animated figure, very lively figure, very popular or rather infamous foreign minister of United Kingdom. He recently visited India and he said that he spoke at the Rayasina Dialogue that was there, and he said that if we want to boost the business ties between India and United Kingdom, then we need to have a free trade agreement. So his name is Boris Johnson. And what was the theme for Rayasina Dialogue this time? So the theme was the new normal. What is the new normal in today's world? It is multilateralism in a multipolar world. Which Russian aircraft carrier was visited recently by the Libyan military commander General Khalifa Haftar in the Mediterranean Sea? So basically the question is, which Russian aircraft carrier can be asked in news? So I needed an excuse to put this question in the MCQ, and the name is Admiral Kuznetsov. That is the scary Russian aircraft carrier. Admiral Kuznetsov. Name the national project under which 20,000 youth in the Ganga basin will be trained and deployed as Swachhta Doot. Swachhta means cleanliness and Doot means ambassador. So they are like cleanliness ambassador. 20,000 people, they will be trained. The national project is the National Mission for Clean Ganga, which falls under the Ministry of Water Resources. And who is our Union Minister for Water Resources, Ganga cleaning? It is Uma Bharti. Okay, Uma Bharti. And how many youth will be employed? 20,000 youth. As per the decision by the Supreme Court. Okay. So the BJP government, since it has come to power, they came to power in at the end of May 2014. So it's more than, I would say, 2.5 years now. Since the BJP government has come to power, one of their agenda of Narendra Modi was that we need to do away, we need to cancel the laws. There are a lot of laws which, which are unnecessary. So in the 2.5 year, BJP has cancelled, or what is the right word, repealed 1280 laws. And recently, how many laws they cancelled? 105. They got the approval of the Supreme Court also. Now, as per the recent announcement made by the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. See, K. Chandrasekhar Rao is the Chief Minister of Telangana. He belongs to Telangana Rashtriya Samiti Party. And he has a very able son, Mr. K.T. Ramarao, who is also a minister in his government. So you have to tell me, there is a army welfare fund. How much fund it is? First tell me that. So this they will ask in exam. It is a 80 crore rupees fund. This fund is for the welfare of the army. So to help the army, there is a fund announced by the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Now under this fund, every person who is a MLA, now please listen carefully, MLA, that is the Member of Legislative Assembly, or MLC, Member of Legislative Council, because Telangana also has Legislative Council, or if he is a MP from Telangana, then he has to contribute 10,000 rupees, okay, towards the Army Welfare Fund from his own salary. Now, this fund he has to contribute not per month but per year, okay. But if you are the Chief Minister or any minister in the state government, then you have to contribute 25,000 rupees per year towards the Army Welfare Fund. Now, Telangana government, they passed recently a bill, that is what percent of reservation will be given to the backward Muslims. So the Muslims who are under the backward section, they will be given how much reservation in the Telangana state, and this was their election promise and they have fulfilled it. So they will be given 12% reservation. However, it remains to be seen whether Supreme Court will allow it, because in Islam religion they say that no reservation will be given on the basis of religion basis. That is what Supreme Court says, and even Muslims say that they don't want reservation because Islam does not allow it. In which international governing council will India now gain full membership? And this is super important. So India has become a member of International Vaccine Institute. International Vaccine Institute, which means India's research and development will be boosted now. It will be increased now because we are a member of the International Vaccine Institute. Where is the headquarters of International Vaccine Institute? It is in Seoul. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. So don't confuse it with North Korea. North Korea is a completely different type of country. It is called the Hermit Kingdom because it is completely isolated from the world. And North Korea's capital is Pyongyang. Pyongyang. Don't confuse it with Pyeongchang. Pyeongchang is in South Korea. It is not the capital, but it is a very important city in South Korea. So, and yeah, that's it. Which Indian state has become the first state to launch something known as Anandam program? See, Anandam means happiness. Anand, okay, it means happiness. So they have launched something known as Anandam program to help the needy people. Whoever is the needy will benefit from this scheme. So it is Madhya Pradesh, they have launched the Anandam program, and also the Ministry of Happiness. Name the only Indian celebrity who has been nominated for an award in the 11th Asian Film Awards. Asian Film Award. You will not believe, but there is only one Indian celebrity who was a part of it, and her name is Shabana Azmi, the legendary actress, because she got the nomination for the film Neerja. She played a very important role in Neerja movie made on the life of Neerja Bhanot, and the role of Neerja Bhanot was played by Sonam Kapoor, daughter of Anil Kapoor. Shabana Azmi got the nomination as the best supporting actress for the movie Neerja in the Asian Film Awards. By what percent has government stake reduced in 5 government-owned insurance companies? This is extremely important, especially if you're preparing for LIC exam or any insurance exam. So there are 5 government-owned insurance companies, like LIC is there, then GIC is there, then you have United India Assurance is there. So there are a lot of these companies. So in 5 government companies, the stake of the government has been reduced now. And this was approved by the CCA, that is the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. So they are asking by what percent has government stake reduced? So now it is 25%. 25%. The government stake has reduced by 25% in these 5 companies. Who is the president of Venezuela? He was in news recently. Why he was in news? See, Venezuela, the capital is Caracas. It is a country which is based on petrol. Okay. Now, it's most of the economy, almost 65% revenue for its economy comes from petrol. And the petrol prices for the last 3 years, they have been plummeting continuously. That is why Venezuela is in crisis. So Venezuela has an inflation of more than 1600% right now. So it is on the path of Zimbabwe, very similar to what we saw in Zimbabwe. That is why Venezuela president recently allowed the publishing of notes ranging from 500 to 20,000. And what is the currency of Venezuela? It is Bolivar. Another very important question for this time, because Venezuela is in news, so the currency of Venezuela is in news. It is Bolivar, and the president is of course Mr. Nicolas Maduro. Name the electronic commerce, the online shopping company that has launched an SOS feature on the mobile app, which is meant for the safety of the delivery staff. So here is an online shopping company that actually cares about the delivery staff. For that, for the safety of the delivery person who come to your home to provide you the courier, they have launched a mobile app for ensuring their safety, and this is the first of its kind. It is Flipkart. Now 2 questions will come from Flipkart. Okay, one is, who is the founder of Flipkart? It is the Bansals. They are not brother, but they are college friends. Sachin Bansal, Binny Bansal. Sachin Bansal, Binni Bansal. So Sachin Bansal was the ex-CEO. Then he was sacked. Then Binni Bansal was appointed as the CEO. But recently, Binni Bansal has also been sacked. Now, who is the CEO of Flipkart? Mr. Kalyan Krishnamurthy. Mr. Kalyan Krishnamurthy is the CEO of Flipkart. And the Binni Bansal, this guy has been made the group CEO, but there is no group as such. So basically, this this is like sugarcoating the sacking. Anyways, Flipkart, which company has become the first company to test self-driving car in India. So self-driving car, they don't need the driver to drive the car. It is a self-driving car. And the first company to do the testing in India is the Tata Elxsi. Remember this brand, Elxsi, self-driving car. 2. Which manufacturing company has Indian Air Force placed order for black box? See, black box is located in the aircraft or aeroplanes also. And when the plane crashes, black box can provide a lot of information. And the color of the black box, it is not black, it is orange. Okay, the color of black box is orange, it is not black. So which company will manufacture the black box for Indian Air Force? It is the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. As per the decision of a committee comprising Prime Minister Modi, Chief Justice of India, Kher, and Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge, who is the new director of the CBI. See, this is the difference between the two governments. CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation, it was called as a caged parrot by the Honorary Supreme Court. Okay, now to ensure that the CBI director is fair, transparent, the leader of the opposition, see, the Mallikarjun Kharge is the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, that is the Congress leader, and he was also taken on board, and there was a committee which was set up. So the new CBI director, he has been appointed after due discussions and calibration with the opposition also. Opposition was also taken on board. So Mr. Alok Kumar Verma is the new CBI director, who is elected as the new president of the European Parliament. European Parliament, which has a big job on its hands after the Brexit. So the person is Mr. Antonio Tajani. Antonio Tajani, by the way, he is an Italian politician. Name the legendary former Indian cricketer who has been inducted into the Hall of Fame at the Cricket Club of India in Mumbai. So it is the 1983 we won the Cricket World Cup for the first time, and the captain was Kapil Dev, the great all-rounder, and he has been included in the Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame means a group of exceptional and talented or achievers. That is called a Hall of Fame. And before that, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar was inducted into the Hall of Fame by the Cricket Club in 2013. Which Indian city has emerged as the most dynamic city in the world, according to the recently released annual report by the Johns Lang City Momentum Index? So which is the most dynamic city in the world? Dynamic means that it is not static. There's a lot of activity always going on. It is also called the space city in India. It is called the IT city in India. There are a lot of names associated with it. It is also called the science city of India. So it is the Bengaluru. Bengaluru is the most dynamic city in the world. Please note that another Indian city was in the top 5 most dynamic cities of the world. 5th position went to Hyderabad, the capital of Telangana. Which India's aircraft took its first flight at the recently concluded Republic Day? It was our 60th Republic Day. Please note, 26 Jan, 68th Republic Day. Which India's indigenous means made in India, light combat aircraft made its debut. So its name is Tejas. Name the website or web portal dedicated for the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan means Education for All campaign that was recently launched in New Delhi. So the name which they have given to it is Shagun. And Shagun, it means the positive vibes. Shagun, or the something amount or in kind when we give as a good beginning to someone, that is called Shagun. And who is our education minister? Education falls under the Ministry of Human Resource and Development, and the minister is Prakash Javadekar. Who launched? So it is obviously Mr. Prakash Javadekar. He launched the web portal called Shagun for the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Next question, by what name? See, Maharashtra government has launched a mobile app. Okay, now please note that a lot of governments, they had promised that they will give free Wi-Fi, and actually only one government has fulfilled that promise, that is the Maharashtra government. They launched the biggest Wi-Fi in India, and it has 500 Wi-Fi hotspots in Mumbai. So, but the problem is, let's say I am sitting on the marina, on the Marine Drive, or I am in Powai, and I want to know where is the Wi-Fi hotspot. So for that, there is a mobile app that has been launched. Through GPS, it will provide me the location of the nearest Wi-Fi hotspot. And the name has been given in Marathi. It is the Aple Sarkar Mum Wi-Fi. Which state government has recently announced that there is an increase in the salary of employees. That is, the 7th pay commission has been executed in this state, and this state is Gujarat. So the salary increase is ranging between 63% to 124%. It will benefit more than 110,000 people who are employed by the state government. 31 years ago, on 19 January 1986, the world's first computer virus was released. What is the virus? What is the name of the virus? And let me tell you, it was released by the two people from Pakistan actually. One is Basit, Mr. Basit, and the second is Mr. Amjad Farooq Alvi. Amjad Farooq Alvi and Mr. Basit, they has released a virus. It is called Brain, and this virus had infected a IBM computer. IBM right now is the #1 company in IT field. It has an annual turnover of more than $120 billion. India's #1 IT company right now is TCS, second is Infosys, and the third is, there is a tussle going on between HCL and Wipro right now. Infosys recently was in news because 9,000 people were fired from Infosys because of automation. And the World Bank has said that 69% jobs in India are threatened by automation or artificial intelligence. So not a good news if you are an engineer. Name the Indian actress who won the favorite, dramatic TV actress trophy. That is the People's Choice Award for the second time. Well, what to say about this actress? No Indian actress before her has got such international fame. And the reason is she has a serial called Quantico, and she's also acting opposite who else? The highest paid actor of Hollywood, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, in a movie called Baywatch. Her name is Priyanka Chopra. Name the celebrity of India who was named as the favorite YouTube star at the 2017 People's Choice Awards. Favorite YouTube star. So I know that the people who are watching this video, their favorite YouTube star might be the speaker, but let's say if I win it someday. But the favorite YouTube star at the 2017 People's Choice Award is Lily Singh. So name the American star who became the most awarded person in the history of the People's Choice Award. People's Choice Award, the maximum awards given to Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres. There is a show. There is a show called the Ellen DeGeneres Show. Please note another thing. There is a person called Meryl Streep. She was given the Lifetime Achievement Award. Okay. And the name of the award is Cecil DeMille Award. Cecil DeMille Award, and she got the Lifetime Achievement Award. And she was also in news because she supports Hillary Clinton. Okay, and therefore she said some strong words about Donald Trump. So Donald Trump tweeted that she is an overrated actress. I mean, typical Donald Trump. So she was also in news. So this can be asked. Meryl Streep. Which football club has become the world's richest football club for the 2015-2016 season? So there are two clubs for who are the richest, and the value keeps on changing. So Real Madrid and Manchester United, they are the richest clubs in the world. The largest fan base is of these two clubs. But for 2015-2016 season, Manchester United has become the richest club in the world, and the Manchester United manager is Jose Mourinho. A very animated character. Jose Mourinho, also called the Special One. Which country has recently become an associate member of the CERN, that is the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Very, very important. Now look, CERN, what is CERN? CERN is a research laboratory actually. And the membership, it will cost India 78 crore rupees per year, but India will be a signatory and therefore India will be a member of the nuclear energy research. So India has become a member of CERN. And the chief, the head, the director general of CERN is Mr. Fabiola Gianotti. Mr. Fabiola Gianotti. He is the chairman of the Atomic Energy Commission and secretary of the Department of the Atomic Energy of the CERN. And India's Atomic Energy chairman is Mr. Shekhar Basu. So Shekhar Basu signed the agreement with Mr. Fabiola Gianotti. What is India's rank in the World Economic Forum's Inclusive Development Index? Just like 1 hour back or something, I have posted a video on all the ranks of India in the various indexes. Do check out that video. It's a beautiful video. Very, very important, lucid. The rank of India in Inclusive Development Index is a very, very poor 60 among 79 countries. Even Pakistan is ahead of us. So, and the country which is #1 is Lithuania in the developing countries list. Name the consultancy company. According to this company, India is in the top 6 in the world most promising markets in terms of overall growth prospects for the global executives. Now let me tell you something. See, when we talk about the foreign executives, that is the expatriates. expatriates, which is the country that gives the maximum salary to expatriate? Singapore and Hong Kong. And after Singapore and Hong Kong, the third country, India ranks third when it comes to the salary paid to the expatriates or the foreigners working in India. Remember that also, it's important. And the top 6 is PwC. So that is the PricewaterhouseCoopers. Which country has been ranked on the top number 1 company in the world for innovation index by Bloomberg? See, this is not global innovation index. Please mind it. Okay. This is not global innovation index. This is Bloomberg's Global Innovation Index. Private. Okay. Don't confuse it with global innovation index. So, which is the country which has been ranked on top? It is the South Korea. South Korea has a lot of brands like Samsung, LG, Hyundai car. All these are South Korean brands. Where in India is the foundation of world's largest cricket stadium laid down? World's largest cricket stadium in terms of sitting capacity. How many people can sit here? 1,10,000. Right now, the largest stadium in India in terms of sitting capacity is Eden Gardens. I think 1 lakh people can sit in Eden Gardens. So 1,10,000 will be able to sit in the Ahmedabad stadium. So recently the stadium will be built at an estimated cost of 700 crore rupees. Which awareness program has been launched by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas? Our Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas is Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. So this awareness program is regarding how to use petrol judiciously, sustainable use of petroleum products, petrol and petroleum products. So what is the name of the scheme? The name of the scheme is Saksham, SAKSHAM. Important question. For which state has the government signed a financing agreement with the World Bank to improve the health services in this state? So World Bank, the headquarters is in Washington DC and president is Jim Yong Kim. These are important questions with respect to World Bank. And since the inception of the World Bank, that is since the World Bank was established, World Bank is also called Bretton Woods twin. World Bank and IMF together they are called Bretton Woods twin. So World Bank is one half of the Bretton Woods twins, BWT. And World Bank has given a loan of around $48 million for improving health facilities in Nagaland. The capital is Kohima. Which committee has recommended reservation for girl students in IIT? So in IIT, there is a target. Then we need to have 1 lakh girls by 2020 in IIT. And for that, of course, you need to give reservation because as it has been seen that in the IIT entrance exam, which is also called JEE, the number of girl candidates that qualify is much less. So there is a very skewed ratio of the girls and boys in IIT. But we have a target that we need to have 1 lakh girls in IITs by 2020, and for that there is a 20% reservation for girls now in IIT that has been recommended by a committee that is called Timothy Gonsalves Committee. Who won the Delhi International Chess Meet? Delhi International Chess Meet, it was conducted for the 15th time and it was won by Mr. Farukh Amonatov. Mr. Farukh Amonatov, and he is from a country called Tajikistan. Can you tell me the capital of Tajikistan? First question for today. Tell me the capital of Tajikistan if you know. Who is the father of the pin-in writing system? He passed away recently. Another question from Obituary. Do you know he was 111 years old? So he is from China. He is a linguist. That is, a person who studies language as a subject is called a linguist. Whereas a person who can speak many languages is called a polyglot. So these are two different words. You should not confuse between the two. His name is Mr. Zhao Yuguang. Name the last man to walk on moon who passed away recently. Another question from Obituary and a very important one. He was a part of the Apollo 17 that went to moon in 1972 by NASA. NASA headquarters again is in Washington DC and the person is Mr. Eugene Cernan, astronaut. Eugene Cernan, he passed away. Name the world's lightest high-performing mechanical watch made using the wonder material graphene. See, graphene has been produced by the scientists. It is very, very strong, many times stronger than steel, but the weight is only 5% that of steel. I asked you this question, graphene. And this watch is made from graphene material. Therefore, it is the world's lightest watch. What is the weight of this watch? Only 40 gram. 40 gram is the weight of this watch. It is RM5003. According to Indian Meteorological Department's State of Climate of India, which year was the warmest year in the history of India? That is, since we have started, of course, since we have started measuring the climate, which was the warmest year in India, it was the year 2016. So global warming is at its peak. There was a increase of 0.91 degrees Celsius in 2016. So they might ask you this, okay, the average temperature increased by 0.91 degrees C, almost 1 degree C. Which element has been identified as the missing element in Earth's core? So you know that Earth has three layers. This is the crust, this is the mantle, and this is the core. Core also has two parts, outer core and inner core. Outer core is liquid, inner core is solid because of high pressure. So missing element in Earth core is silicon. Which government authority will enforce the grades of air quality under the Graded Response Action Plan to combat the air pollution in NCR? See, in NCR, you know that air pollution is the worst, especially in Delhi and like a lot of areas around surrounding Delhi. That is NCR, Faridabad, Gurugram, and Noida, and all these. So, which government authority will enforce? It is the EPCA, of course. That is the environment. What is the full form of EPCA? Environment Pollution Control Authority. What is the rank of India in the 2017 Global Talent Index? Global Talent Index means that which country has a lot of talented people, it nurtures talent, it retains talent, like that. So India's rank is a very, very poor. Out of 118 countries, we are 92. We are 92. And this index is by the INSEAD. As per the World Economic Outlook, that is WEO update, it is by the International Monetary Fund. What is India's estimated growth rate for the year 2016 to 2017? That is from 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2017, also called financial year 2017. India's growth rate will be a very, very poor 6.6% according to IMF. Okay, and the global growth forecast by IMF is 3.4%. 3.4%. As per the Oxfam study, what percent of India's richest people own 58% of the total wealth in India? This shows the economic growth disparity in India. Rich is getting richer, poor is getting poorer. 58% wealth of India is in the hands of top 1% people. 1% richest population of India owns almost 60% of India's wealth. Which Indian state has been commissioned with a 500 megawatt thermal unit by Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited? Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited, it is called BHEL. It is a Maharatan company, very, very important company. And which Indian state has been commissioned with a 500 megawatt thermal unit? So this plant by BHEL has been put in West Bengal. And if they ask the district, then the district is Murshidabad in West Bengal. So West Bengal has many districts, North 24 Pargana, Haldia, Purulia. You should know all the cities in West Bengal. Who won the prestigious Hindu Prize Award 2016? Hindu Prize. Hindu Prize Award was given to Kiran Doshi. Kiran Doshi, he is a retired ambassador, diplomat, educationist. He made significant strides in the field of education. Which national award winning filmmaker who had won an national award for his film Limit to Freedom in 1990, I think it was in 1996, and he passed away in New Delhi recently. His name is Mr. Deepak Roy. And please remember the name of the movie also, Limit to Freedom. What is the rank of Indian passport in the latest passport index? See, passport index shows that which country's passport is very, very powerful. Is India's passport powerful? No, absolutely not, says this report. India's passport is a very, very poor 78. Which country has the strongest passport? It is Germany. Germany. Next. In which state is India's first cashless island, which is called Karang, located? See, India's first cashless village was the Akodara village in Sabarkantha district in Gujarat. And Maharashtra's first was Dhasai. And I've told you about a lot of cashless villages in the past videos. Now there is a cashless island which is called Karang. So where is Karang? Karang is in Manipur. Manipur has Karang. The 2017 Dantan Gramin Mela was recently started in which place? Dantan Gramin Mela, it was organized in the West Midnapur district. Do you know where do you have West Midnapur district? Again, West Bengal. The West Bengal, it has a Trinamool Congress government. Mamata Banerjee is the chief minister. And who inaugurated this Dantan Gramin Mela? It is a person no less than the President of India, Pranab Mukherjee. Now, who launched Mission 41,000? See, Mission 41,000 crore, it is basically we need to save 41,000 crore in the next 10 years on energy consumption. And it was launched by Suresh Prabhu. He is the Minister of Railways. So the next question is that only, that Mission 41,000 crore was recently launched by which ministry to save energy? It is the Railways. Still in Railways, we rely a lot on coal. In which state was the 28th edition of Dantan Gramin Mela? I told you it's in the West Midnapur district in West Bengal. Next question. As per the cabinet approval, how many states have not been excluded from the National Small Saving Fund, that is NSSF investment? Now look, NSSF, that is the cabinet has decided that all the states and union territories of India will be excluded from the National Small Saving Fund. But how many will be left? How many have been left out? 4. Please note, out of 4, 1 is the union territory, Delhi, and 3 are the states. So they have asked the states, not the union territory. So the answer should be 3. And which are the states that have been excluded? That also is an important question. So the states are Arunachal Pradesh, Kerala, and Madhya Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh have been not been excluded from the National Small Saving Fund. Where did the first China-Britain freight train arrive? See, from China to Britain, there is a freight train. Okay, and do you know what is the distance between China and Britain? So this train will cover a journey of 7,500 miles, not kilometer, mile. So kilometers will be even, they will cross 10,000 kilometer plus. And what is the route? So from China, it will start from Zhejiang, it will go to Russia, then it will go to Kazakhstan, then Belarus, Poland, Germany, Belgium, France, and it will cross English Channel from France to Britain, and it will arrive at the capital of England, that is London. Which city has been declared as the second capital of Himachal Pradesh? Capital of Himachal Pradesh is Shimla. But this city has been declared as the second capital of Himachal Pradesh. It is a very popular city for tourism. 70 lakh is the population of this city. It is, of course, the Dharmshala. And Dharmshala falls under which district? It is the Kangra district in Himachal Pradesh. For which state has the World Bank given a loan of 1376 crore rupees for the power upgradation in this state? Which state is this? So the Chief Minister is Mr. Manik Sarkar. Can you tell now? The capital is Agartala. So it is, of course, Tripura. The researchers from Austria capital is Vienna, neighbor of Germany. So physicists from Austria have created a new form of an element of which negatively charged cluster did not exist till date. So which element always exists in the positive form? You must have heard H+, that is hydrogen, of course. No negative cluster of hydrogen has existed till date, but the scientists have created an element. Name the English poet who won the 2016 T.S. Eliot Prize. And this is a very, very prestigious literature prize. And this he got for his book, which is called Jack Self. Jack Self. Important question. The name is Jacob Polly. And he is a poet from England. So the next question is that only. Where does he hail from? He is from England, which is a part of United Kingdom. Name the e-commerce company, online shopping company, which has become the sponsor of the Olympic Games till 2028. See, you know that recently in 2016 we had Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro. Next Olympic game is not the Summer Olympics. Okay, in 2018 we will have the Winter Olympics. Now, do you know where will Winter Olympics be held in 2018? Yes, it will be in South Korea's Pyeongchang. I'm repeating it. It is South Korea, not North Korea. The capital of North Korea is Pyongyang. It is written like that. Pyongyang. Pyongyang or Yang. It is pronounced as Pyongyang, but it is written as Pyongyang. Whereas South Korea 2018 Winter Olympics will be in Pyeongchang. Okay. And then, of course, after in 2 years, that is in 2020, we will again have Summer Olympics. 2020 Summer Olympics will be in Tokyo in Japan. And in 2022, we will again have Winter Olympics and they will be in the Beijing, capital of China. Know all these things. Which country will sponsor? Alibaba. Alibaba, it is the biggest e-commerce company of China, and the founder of Alibaba is Jack Ma, which is the first Indian aircraft carrier to have a ATM. So the name is Vikramaditya. It is the Indian Navy's largest warship, by the way. Largest warship, Vikramaditya. It has the first to have a ATM on board. Which ministry has signed a memorandum of understanding with ASCI, which checks if there are any faulty advertisements or not? So it is the Ministry of Ayush. Ayush is a dedicated ministry for Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. That is the traditional system of Indian medicine. And the Minister of State for Ayush is Mr. Shripad Yesso Nayak. Shripad Yesso Nayak is our cabinet minister for Ministry of Ayush. Now, it was seen by ASCI that a lot of companies were doing fraud in advertisement. They were claiming false promises, false results, like Patanjali. 25 out of 30 advertisements of Patanjali were found fraud. The Union Ministry of Water Resources has constituted negotiations committee to assess the availability and utilization of water of which river? See, there is a dispute between 5 states for this river. Now you know that Kaveri, there is a dispute between 2 states, that is the Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, because the river takes its origin from Karnataka, then goes to Tamil Nadu. So Kaveri dispute is between 2 states. Similarly, for Satluj, there is again a tussle between 2 states. But for this river, there is a tussle between 5 states. So this river is Mahanadi. Most of the part of Mahanadi basin is in Odisha. But the 5 states like Chhattisgarh is there. Some part is in Maharashtra also of Mahanadi basin. There Madhya Pradesh is there, Jharkhand is there. These are the 5 states which are fighting over Mahanadi. So there was a committee which was made by the Union Ministry of Water Resources under the leadership of Uma Bharti. Next question. With which of the following organizations will World Economic Forum, Niti Aayog and Cornell University, they will develop India Innovation Index? I will make a separate video on India Innovation Index. It is a desperate attempt by the government to boost innovation, research and development in India. And for that, there is an India Innovation Index which will be set up by Niti Aayog, Cornell University and World Economic Forum. So the organization is WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. And Niti Aayog chairman is Prime Minister Modi, CEO is Mr. Amitabh Kant, and vice chairman is Arvind Pangaria. As per which article of the constitution? Now very important. See, Jallikattu was banned by Supreme Court, okay, but Tamil Nadu government have passed an ordinance. Ordinance is passed when the legislative assembly is not in session. It is a state subject, state ordinance. Ordinance can be passed by national route also, but the condition is that whenever it has to follow the usual framework of the passing of the law when the assembly or the house is in session. So as per which article of the constitution has Tamil Nadu government passed ordinance to hold Jallikattu? Jallikattu is not banned, it will remain there, and ordinance has been passed under article 213 of the constitution. With which country has India held the first strategic dialogue to elevate the bilateral relationship to comprehensive strategic partnership? Comprehensive strategic partnership, UAE. And you know that UAE, India-UAE relation, I am making a video on that because UAE Crown Prince was our chief guest at the 26th Jan Republic Day Parade. UAE, we held a dialogue and for mutual cooperation, bilateral relationship to comprehensive strategic partnership. UAE capital is Abu Dhabi. Which state government has launched Nasha Mukt campaign? Nasha Mukt means addiction free campaign, to make the state addiction free. So this was done by Bihar, which has a coalition government of Lalu Prasad's party and JDU, that is the party of Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. With which institute has World Economic Forum announced a partnership to improve health of world's oceans and maritime resources? Oceans are really struggling because of water pollution. So to improve the health of world's ocean, World Economic Forum has signed a partnership with USCB MSI. USCB MSI. Name the Chief Justice who will give the oath to Donald Trump, new President of the United States, also called POTUS, President of the United States in short. And Donald Trump will become 45th US President. So who is the Chief Justice who will give him the oath? It is the Chief Justice of the United States, John Roberts. Name the habitable exoplanet studied by the astronomer Stephen Kane. Exoplanet means which is outside the orbit of the sun. Okay, but still it may have possibility of life. It may be habitable, who knows. This is studied by astronomer Stephen Kane and the name of this planet is Wolf 1061c. The member states of which association have finalized a memorandum of understanding for cooperation in small and medium sized enterprise sector? So which organization will, which member states of which association? And I think, yeah, there are 5 countries which are a part of this. It is the Indian Ocean Rim Association. Together they will cooperate for uplifting the small and medium enterprises. Which place has recently withdrawn visa-free facility for Indians? This was because China got angry with India, and Hong Kong, which is a special administrative region of China, it said no visa on arrival for Indians. You need to have pre-visa before even arriving in Hong Kong. ISKCON, it is the International Center for Krishna Consciousness. ISKCON, the Krishna temples. It's Govardhan Eco Village, which is located in the Wada Taluka in the Thane district. So remember the name. It has been given an award for innovation in the category of NGOs. What is the name of the award? So the award which they have got is the UNWTO award. UNWTO award. Very, very important. And this is for innovation in the category of NGOs, basically to promote tourism. They have got this award in the sustainable tourism category. In which month of 2017 will the first flight under Udan scheme take off? See, Udan is a very important scheme, and the first state to adopt Udan, that is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, which will provide subsidized air tickets so that the poorest of poor can afford the flights. First state to adopt Udan scheme was Assam. And Udan scheme first flight will be in the first week of February. Who, along with the Chief Justice of India, J.S. Keher, said that the church courts don't have any validity. See, there are a lot of states in India which have a significant Christian population. Like we have Kerala, we have Goa, we have a lot of northeastern states which have a significant Christian population. And in India, we follow the Oriental Church. We don't follow the Catholic Church or the Protestant Church or the Eastern Orthodox Church. We follow the Oriental Orthodox Church. So that is the church that we follow in India. And Indian Christians, sometimes they fall prey to these church courts. They're like the kangaroo courts in Christianity. So the Chief Justice of India, along with one more person, said, so who is that other person? His name is D.Y. Chandrachud. D.Y. Chandrachud, there was a bench of two justices. One was the Chief Justice of India, J.S. Keher, and second was D.Y. Chandrachud. They said that these courts, they don't have any legal validity. Name the new president of Gambia. So the new president of Gambia is Mr. Adama Barrow, small South African country. And in fact, there is a story behind it that is covered in next question. That is, which UN Council has unanimously approved a resolution on long-time ruler Yahya Jammeh to step down and given full support to the new president of Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow. So Gambia is a country in which since 1994, in 1994 there was a coup, and the ruler was Yahya Jammeh, who has been ruling Gambia since 1994, since almost 23 years now. And now the United Nations Security Council, that is the UNSC, passed a resolution that Yahya Jammeh needs to step down and the new president is Adama Barrow. How much amount was received by the CEPI to develop the vaccines against 3 emerging highly contagious and fatal diseases? So CEPI, which is the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation, has got, it was officially launched at the World Economic Forum Davos in Switzerland. Meeting was held recently, and the amount it has received is $460 million. $460 million to fight 3 diseases like the respiratory syndrome of coronavirus or Lassa fever and Nipah virus, like that. Which country has successfully launched GEO-3 satellite mounted with Atlas V rocket to destroy missiles from space? So this country will be able to destroy the missiles from space itself using the Atlas V rocket and GEO-3 satellite. Very, very advanced United States of America. Name Israel's ballistic missile shield, which has now become operational. So they have upgraded their Arrow 2 and became now Arrow 3. Please note, Israel capital is Jerusalem, and Israel and India together, we are very good friends, and Israel and India together, they have made a missile called Barak 8. Name the research agency which has successfully maneuvered orbit planes of Mars mission Mangalyaan. Of course, the answer is ISRO. ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization, headquartered at Bengaluru. It has successfully maneuvered orbit planes of the Mars. How much penalty has been slapped by Competition Commission of India on 7 cement companies? See, I'm telling you, in South India especially, there are very few cement companies. It is an oligopolistic market. There is a cartel, and the price of cement is still very, very high in India. As a result, the infrastructure cost severely escalates. So Competition Commission of India has put a fine of 206 crore on cement companies, 7 cement companies like Ambuja Cement, Ultratech Cement, the big companies. Name the interministerial body which has cleared 6 FDI proposals envisaging foreign investment worth 1187 crore. It is the Foreign Investment Promotion Board. Please note that Foreign Investment Promotion Board clears all the FDI proposals. Under which scheme can cooperative banks in India not accept deposits? So this is very important. The cooperative banks in India, they cannot accept deposits under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Deposit Scheme. Please note that. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Deposit Scheme, and this is as per the deposits under the scheme can be accepted, with the Banking Regulation Act of 1949, but the government has notified that cooperative banks can't do that. The union government so far has awarded more than 60 crore rupees as prize money to more than 21,000 merchant and over 3.81 lakh consumer in Lucky Draw scheme. What is the name? So this was to promote digital transaction. There were 2 schemes which were started by the government. One is the Lucky Grahak Yojana, that is the Lucky Customer Yojana, and the second was the Digi Dhan Vyapar Yojana. Digi Dhan Vyapar Yojana, these were the schemes that were started by the government to promote digital transactions. Where was the 24th conference recently of COCSO organized? So this is the conference of central and state statistical organizations, that in short is called COCSO, and it was in Nagpur in Maharashtra. It was the 24th. And what was the theme? The theme was agriculture and farmers welfare. Under the Northeastern Areas Act of 1971, which of the following state has not attained statehood on January 21, 1972? See, there are three Northeast states which got statehood on January 21, 1972. Which of these is not there? So Tripura is there, yes. Manipur is there. Meghalaya is there. Mizoram is not there. Tripura capital is Agartala. Mizoram Aizawl. Meghalaya Shillong. Manipur Imphal. So I hope I got all of that correct. Mizoram did not get statehood on January 21. Rest all the three states got. As per the 11th annual survey of education report, to what percent has the number of children in class 3 who are able to read and write increased from 40.2% in 2014? So from 2014 the number increased to in 2016 to 25.4% of class 3 children could do a 2-digit subtraction. And in 2016 the number went to 27.7%, but I'm asking in terms of the number of children, so it is 42.5%. The number has increased, the children who are able to read and write. Which movie theater group has launched a ticket booking service called Wakao? It has been launched by the PVR Cinemas, and PVR Cinema owner is Ajay Bijli, who is named as the head of the Federal Communication Commission. Federal Communication Commission. I'm talking about United States of America, and the name is Ajit Pai. Which state will become 100% open defecation free by the end of March 2017? My second question for you today. Which was the first state in India to become open defecation free? That is my second question for you today. And the answer to this question, that is March 2017, Kerala will become open defecation free. Kerala, which has a CPIM, Communist Party of India, Marxist government, Pinarayi Vijayan as the chief minister. A pact has been signed between UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization headquartered at Paris, capital of France, and Suresh Prabhu, Minister of Railways, for building a conservation project along the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. What is the outlay? What is the allocation of money for that project? It is $5 lakh. $5 lakh. This is not important. Who has been made the captain? Mahendra Singh Dhoni stepped down as the captain, so Virat Kohli is now the captain in all the three formats: Test, One Day, T20. Who holds the record of scoring the most hundreds in the successful run chases in one day? So whenever any team bats second, it is chasing, and if it is able to chase, then it is called a successful run chase, and most hundreds scored is by AB de Villiers in successful run chases. AB de Villiers stepped down as the captain of South Africa, and Faf du Plessis is the new captain of South African team. How many satellites will ISRO launch? World record. Okay, world record. ISRO will launch 103 satellites. Okay, 103 satellites will be launched by ISRO. Please note that the previous record was 29 satellites in 2013 by NASA. Then this record was broken by the Russian. They launched 37 satellites in 2014. But look at now. Almost 3 times. 103 satellites will be launched in first week of February, which is the highest ever. One more question they will ask. ISRO will launch these satellites from which carrier? The answer is PSLV C-37. Just mug this up. And from where they will launch it? They will launch it from Satish Dhawan Space Center, which is in Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. Which popular poet? He inaugurated Jaipur Literature Festival along with Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev of the Isha Foundation. He was also there during the launch, and CM Asudhara Raje was also there. But the poet that inaugurated was Guljar Sahab. Who backed the Pro Wrestling League 2017 in the Summit Clash in New Delhi? So who won the wrestling league? Haryana is always the favorite in wrestling, but this time Haryana was beaten black and blue by Punjab Royals. And Punjab beat Haryana by a score of 5-4. How much amount has Uber agreed to pay to the US government because they were showing more earnings, inflated earnings? So there was a court case going on, and Uber will be liable to pay government of United States of America a sum of $20 million as a fine. Name the US film company that has got an investment of $1 billion from 2 Chinese companies, and the name of this Chinese company is Shanghai Film Group and Hua Media. They will invest $1 billion or 6,700 crore rupees in Paramount Pictures. Name the mobile app Toolkit that has been bought by Alphabet's Google. Alphabet is the parent company of Google, remember that. And Google founder were Sergey Brin and Larry Page, they are the founders of Google. So the company which they have bought is Fabric. It is a mobile app toolkit. Which specialist insurance and reassurance insurance company has got the approval from Insurance Regulatory Development Authority, that is IRDA, and it can start its insurance business in India? So this company is a very, very popular multinational company called Lloyds. It will open its first branch in Mumbai. Name the asteroid, the exploration mission for which has been approved by NASA. See, asteroid is, aster means star, oid means like. So something that is star-like is asteroid. It has been given a status of asteroid by NASA. It was spotted recently. The name which has been given is 16 Psyche. In whose honor has a new endangered species of moth been named after? And this moth is endangered, which means it is on the verge of extinction. There are categories like by the International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources, like endangered, critically endangered, vulnerable, and so on. So this moth is endangered, and it is said that the hair of this moth resembles the hair of Donald Trump. How much amount has been given to the United Nations Green Climate Fund by the government of US? So Donald Trump, just after coming to power, becoming the president, just 3 days after, he has secured a donation of $500 million, $500 million to United Nations Green Climate Fund. Who released the book called Indian Food Composition Table 2017. This book is basically about the nutrition and importance of nutrition and all these things. It is our health minister JP Nadda. And who led the foundation of the International Garment Fair? So International Garment Fair was in New Delhi. Garment, I'm talking about textile. So who is the textile minister? Smriti Zubin Irani. For which country has the cabinet approved a MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, in the field of electronics and information technology? We will have a mutual cooperation in electronics and information technology with Serbia. Believe it or not, yes, Serbia. Capital is Belgrade. And Serbia has a very famous tennis player called Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic is Serbian. And another important player from Serbia who retired recently is Ana Ivanovic. For which country has cabinet approved a MOU in the field of cybersecurity? Cybersecurity, we have signed a MOU with Vietnam. Important questions, all of these. And how much amount World Bank will give for Nagaland Health Project? Nagaland Health Project, government will give $48 million. World Bank will give us. So these were the best and the absolute best questions from the third week of Jan 2017. New year, new hopes, and I mean, I'm the same, but everything is new. So English people, please share the video. The video views, I'm taking this special effort. I spent 6 hours. That is the usual time that is added as extra hard work to prepare this video in English, because a lot of time goes in recording. For a 1 hour video, recording takes around 3 hours. There's a lot of editing, uploading, and so on. So please try to share the video. Please do this much. Thanks a lot.